Here in West Palm, it's a little rainy outside, a little cloudy, so I decided to do something a little fun today. So, if those who don't know, I actually own my own company. I make skincare and hair care products like body butters, pain rubs, things for cellulite and dry skin, as well as hair growth oils, shampoos, and conditioners. So, like I said, I want to do something fun today. How about make bath bombs? So I decided we're going to work on a honey and oatmeal bath bomb. Honey and oatmeal are both really good for the skin, dry skin, people with eczema. So I feel this would be really good, especially for me, because I got those areas, you know, you know, the creases in certain areas that just are prone to eczema and dry skin, especially when you live in hot areas like Florida. So follow along with me and let's have some fun. So first things first, we're gonna go to my trusty cookbook. Over 7 years in this business and industry, I have amassed this and some of all my most precious recipes from trial and error and just learning over the years what works for my skin as well as others. So this is where we'll be going for today. Now, next you just want to compile all of your items and ingredients, which I will have listed in the description below, as well as probably somewhere in the screen, as well as we follow along with exact measurements. So even though I am a good Brooklyn, New York girl, and I do love my Giants, don't talk about my team, I'm a Florida girl as well. I've been here for a few years now and become pretty acclimated with the area. So you can see I'm rocking my little gators. Bring a little sunshine to my dreary weather today. And if you like my earrings, thank you. I custom made these myself. And if you would like to see how they're made, let me know and leave a comment, and I will definitely make a tutorial so I can teach you guys. When I first started my business in 2013, this was actually the very first thing I learned to do and make was crochet jewelry. So these are one of my favorites. Repping my colors. So before I ever started, these will be my molds, a simple cup-size mold, about the size of a little average cupcake, just to get started. So first off, I wash my hands, which I just did off camera, and apply a little hand sanitizer. This has already been sterilized ahead of time so that we can just jump right in. Okay, so it helps to have everything laid out. We're going to start off with our dry ingredients in a clean, sanitized bowl. So first off, we're going to do a half a cup of citric acid. So you can find citric acid in most stores, Walmart in your area. Most supermarkets do carry it. It's a common item. Or you can just order on Amazon. It's just as easy. Then we're going to follow up with a cup of baking soda, another commonly found item. And my personal favorite, a fourth of a cup, more like a half cup, but a half a cup of quick oats. So what I choose to do is use 100% whole wheat quick oats, organic. It's just best for the skin and the body, so I choose to go with that. What I'll do is I use my handy dandy ninja here and pulse it down to a light powder, and still with some granules in it is really good for your bath. Go with that so you get just an idea of what it looks like after you've pulsed it. So you're going to toss the quick oats in as well. Oatmeal is so good and essential for the skin. It's just awesome. Now that you added all your dry ingredients together, you're going to take the time so to our dry mix, we'll be adding the pure honey, which is a rainbow berry fragrance that I just absolutely love. We're going to do about 10 drops and continue to stir because that can start to get too moist. So you want to mix in the moisture into all of the product. Lavender is really great for stress, anxiety, and just promotes all the overall great health. Plus, it smells really awesome when tossed into a bath. So we're going to do about 10 drops as well. Not too much. You don't want to overpower the honey. Lavender is a pretty strong scent. If you start to see any like pockets develop, just make sure you're mixing them really well. So it helps to put something under your bowl to keep it from running around like mine was. So now you've gotten past that. If you notice the consistency has now changed, which has continued to as you continue to whisk in your wet products. So now we're going to add in a teaspoon of extra virgin olive oil. Like I said before, do these really slowly as you don't want to activate your dry products. Okay, we're going to add in 1 more teaspoon of extra virgin olive oil, which you need to find at any store, any brand. Okay. I'm going to take a little time to give it extra. See, now it's starting to clump up, which is what we really want, so that once we mush it into the molds and flatten it out, it'll really stick and bind. So next we're going to take a small spritz bottle of 99% alcohol, rubbing alcohol. Some people choose to use witch hazel or water. That's really up to you. My preference is just alcohol. And we're just going to spray this down until it has a thicker consistency that'll be really good to go into our bath bombs. Anything will come out. There we go. Make sure it's still mixing. You can feel it. You want it to clump up in your hand. Right now it's still a little too chalky. It's more dry than needs to be wet, so you can keep going, keep adding alcohol. So you see now it's starting to clump together. It means we're getting there. We're getting somewhere now. You don't want to oversaturate your products because you definitely don't want them to activate and then they won't bubble and fizz when you get them in a tub. Which is why we go a little bit at a time. Okay? Sometimes it's just a little bit easier to do with your hands, especially as it gets to that different consistency. So once you've gotten a pretty good consistency, it'll kind of look like, you know, wet snow, dirt. Here you can get a good, nice, stiff ball. You're going to bring your You're going to take a scoopful hand. As you can see, I am not the neatest in the planet, but that's okay. And you're just going to start filling as many as you can based off of the size of your mold. You're going to press it down in so that Sometimes it's easier to do it with a stiffer mold, but we're just gonna work with what we got. I'm making a mess on my counter, but that's okay. So it looks like we're gonna have enough for 3 bath bombs. I can't wait to use this later. All right, good job. All right, so as you can see, we've got 3 decent size bath bombs. We're gonna let this sit overnight and let this cure and harden. Hi guys, so welcome back. So it's been over 24 hours thanks to magical video editing, and we're gonna see how these bath bombs turned out. So these are the same 3 we worked on before, so we're gonna see how they come out. Being that it's a flexible mold, they should come out pretty easy. And look at this, nice and solid, which is actually what you want. Oh, it smells so good. So you get a better view of exactly how they came out. They came out perfect. So we're gonna pop the other 2 out just because I want to see them. Oh my god, they look so good. And the smell, you can smell the honey. I freaking love brambleberry. Yep, they all came out so pretty and thick. Oh, I can't wait to use them. So again, thank you for joining me for this tutorial. If you have any questions, leave a comment below. I'll definitely try my best to make sure I do answer. And I'll see you next time. Bye. So, quick tip before we go. If you want to give these away as gifts or sell them, quick suggestion, real cheap and easy. You can wrap them in clear cling wrap, plastic wrap. You can find these cute little soap boxes online, Amazon, real cheap. Box them up, and just for aesthetic purposes, you can add one of these cute little stickers, handmade with love. And you're all set to go.